There are many humans that have achieved great feats, but then there are those who take it to another level with the Guinness Book of World Records. By pushing the border of what's humanly possible, they all strive to be the absolute best at something, whether that means being the fastest, biggest, or most skilled at what they do. Brace yourself, because today we're going to be looking at the most unbelievable world records that have ever been achieved. From being frozen in ice to spinning a 17-foot-long hula hoop, today we bring you some of the most insane world records that'll keep you wondering how they managed to pull it off. Stretchiest skin. Of all the things human skin is capable of enduring, being stretchy isn't exactly at the top of the list. But what if we told you that a man named Gary Turner can stretch his skin by over 6 inches? Since 1999, the British gentleman holds the world record for having the stretchiest skin in the whole world. Gary has a rare disorder called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, where the collagen that strengthens the skin is absent, making it super stretchy like rubber. His incredibly stretchy skin lets him cover half of his face with just the skin on his neck. He is also capable of stretching the folds of his eyelid enough to cover his whole eye and then some. It doesn't end there, this man can even stretch the skin on his stomach up to a whopping 6.25 inches or 15.8 centimeters. Just check it out. Since the world record, Gary has worked in short films and circus his whole life, entertaining people and taking pride in his condition. Largest rubber band ball. Taking inspiration from a TV show, a Florida man named Joel Wool made the world's largest rubber band ball, weighing a whopping 9,032 pounds. One day in 2004, he got inspired after watching an episode of Ripley's Believe It or Not, where a 1-ton rubber band ball was dropped from a plane. Since then, he worked on his masterpiece project for several years, where he used over 700,000 rubber bands before finally entering the competition for the world record, where the ball weighed in at an insane 8,200 pounds. After another year, building the ball became more pricey, so Wall decided to sell it. At the time of selling the ball, it had weighed 9,038 pounds, which became the new official world record. To this day, no one has ever even come close to breaking Wall's world record. But recently, a man named Will Love is attempting to break this record by building his own 20,000-pound rubber band ball. To put that into perspective, that's 10 tons and is about the same weight as 5 cars. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. Longest time in ice. Remember that stinging pain you experienced when you held onto an ice cube for too long? Imagine that, but for hours instead. On December 19, 2020, Frenchman Romain Vandendorp attempted to break the world record for the longest time spent in direct contact with ice. The 34-year-old health worker spent 2 hours, 35 minutes, and 33 seconds buried up to his neck in ice cubes in an attempt to raise money for childhood cancer. Later, when asked how he trained himself to endure the near-torturous pain of being in ice, he revealed that he trained himself to overcome human limits by neurocognitive techniques that put people into a state of daydreaming through concentration and imagination. Now that's wild. World's longest mustache. There are many competitions around the world showcasing the beauties of facial hair and its unique styling, from lengthy beards and mustaches to highly stylized facial hair. Men with long beards and mustaches hail from all over the world, but no one has seen a mustache quite as long as the man who holds the world record. Ram Singh Chauhan from India has been growing his mustache since the 1970s, and he now holds the world record for having the world's longest mustache, measuring out at an extraordinary 14 feet. This record was set in 2010, where Chauhan's mustache was measured on the set of an Italian TV show, Lo Show dei Record. When asked about grooming tips and how he takes care of his mustache, Chauhan revealed his secrets, stating he washes his mustache every 10 days with the help of his wife and massages it with oil to keep it healthy. This process of washing his mustache takes more than 2 hours. Clearly, he is doing something right, because it's been more than 10 years and no one has ever managed to break his record. Largest pillow fight. Everyone likes pillow fights because it's a fun way to let off steam while laughing and enjoying the friendlier banter and competition provoked by the blows of feathery pillows. It helps people go back to their childhood and reconnect. That's why on May 18, 2018, thousands of people gathered at the Viking Stadium in Minnesota to partake in the most glorious pillow fight of all time. The pillow fight was a part of the Pulse movement, which was organized for 60,000 individuals. The pillow company MyPillow had donated nearly 70,000 pillows to make this event happen, and it took the employees 18 hours to put a pillow on every seat. For several minutes, the stadium full of thousands of people swung around their pillows and wreaked havoc and absolute chaos. Although the whole stadium participated, the judges could only count up to 7,681 people due to guideline restrictions. All in all, the event was a huge success. They broke a world record and everyone participating got to take a free pillow home. World's biggest barbecue. In 2017, the small city of Minas in Uruguay hosted the largest barbecue ever, and in an attempt to beat their old rival Argentina, who took the title from them in 2011. Almost 200 cooks worked for more than 14 hours non-stop to make this happen. They grilled over 10 tons of smoked beef and 16.5 tons of raw meat in one day. They even burned a total of 60 tons of wood just to prepare this massive barbecue feast. Cooks also worked hard to prepare a side dish, which ended up being 8,800 pounds of Russian salad. Tens of thousands of people joined in to taste the smoky barbecue, which each sold for $3 to $5 a plate. The scale of this event was so massive that firefighters were called in to prevent the intense flames and heat from getting out of control. Tallest hat. Odilon Ozare can be spotted from miles away, not because he is tall, but because he wears a 15 foot and 9 inches long hat. With his light gray top hat that stretches 15 feet and 9 inches towards the sky, Odilon Ozare walked 10 meters in his hat and became the official record holder for tallest hat. The 40-year-old man and his exceptional love for hats led him to a career in hat making. One day, he was making a hat for a doll, and before he knew it, the hat ended up being 9 inches long. That's when he was struck by an idea and decided to build a similar one for himself. Unfortunately, his first prototype was blown away by a strong gust of wind. Determined to pull it off, Odilon started building his current record-holding hat, which was strong and steady. He attempted to set this record in hopes that hats would gain mainstream attention and become trendy again. We don't know about the hats, but Ozare sure got a lot of media attention and a world record to his name. Largest hula hoop spun. Spinning a regular hula hoop may seem like child's play to some people, so how about attempting to spin a 17-foot-long hula hoop instead? Sounds impossible, right? Well, not to Getty Kehayova, who set a Guinness World Record by spinning a 17-foot and quarter-inch long hula hoop around her body 3 times. Getty has a long history of working in circuses, and though she has performed many stunts in her career, playing with the hoops was always her favorite. So when she first heard about this record, which at the time belonged to Yuya Yamada, she decided she would try her luck with it. After attempting several times and breaking a few ribs in the process, she finally managed to succeed. Getty revealed that the hoop was so heavy that it felt like a punch to the gut every time it touched her, and she had to wear protective gear to prevent broken ribs and injuries. She is now featured in the Guinness Book's latest edition and teaches her tips and tricks to children who share the love of hula hoops with her. Largest hamburger. Have you ever liked a hamburger so much that you felt like you could eat it forever? Well, this 777-pound hamburger by Juicy Food is your dream come true then. In 2011, the largest commercially available hamburger that weighs 777 pounds was created by Juicy Food for their business, Juicy Outlaw Grills. And in 2012, it's officially gained a place in the Guinness Book, beating the previous world record holder that was 187 pounds with ease. The thickness is 3 feet and the diameter is 5 feet. It's made using 600 pounds of meat, 30 pounds of lettuce, 12 pounds of pickles, 20 pounds of onions, and 110 pounds of bread. The giant hamburger is available on the menu for $5,000 and an advance booking of 48 hours to prepare it. nail bed. If you are one of those people who are afraid of needles and nails, then you'll be surprised to see not one, but 9 men stacked on top of each other, sleeping on a nail bed. Yep, you heard that right. Indian daredevils Karadi and his team of 8 other men set the world record by laying on top of 4 6-inch longboards. This team of martial artists broke their own previous record on October 23, 2019. The nail board was pierced on both sides, affecting not just their back, but also their chest as they stacked up on top of each other. The group looked in pure agony as they waited for the countdown to finish. This display of strength and endurance left many in awe, especially since they have made it a habit of breaking their own world record. This was their 4th attempt, and they don't plan on stopping in the future. That was it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Which record did you think was the most interesting? If you could break one world record, which one would it be? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.